welcome back to Josefina Sienna. My name is Madison. This photo is really old from December of 2022 when I first got back into American Girl dolls and collecting dolls in general, and this is Josefina. Today I'm going to be doing the taking my dolls. I realized I had a grammatical error on that type. Taking my dolls out in public tag. This tag was started by Bailey at American Girl Films about taking dolls in public. And I've watched this video like 11 times just because when I am doing homework, sometimes you'll probably see your views. If you see your views randomly like go high, I am probably looping your videos. I don't know why, it's like a comfort thing for me. So Bailey, I did watch your videos. This is probably like the 20th time that I've watched it. I like to loop it just when I'm in studying. Sometimes I don't get in my head where I overthink and overanalyze, and just having videos, I don't know why. Maybe it's a psychological thing that someone who's majored in psychology would understand. But yeah, so I looped the videos. So I was halfway through my 20th time. As I'm filming this, Bailey from American Girl Films is at 960 subscribers, and she's been making a lot of tags to incorporate like getting to know the AG tubers and community, and I think these videos are just really helpful. We have old tags back in like the early 2010s that were really popular way before I started AG tube in 2022 and my very inconsistent habits. But I think for the goal of 2025, if you feel inclined from this video, go subscribe to Bailey. I think in 2025 we can try to get her to 1,000 subscribers. The first question is, how often have you taken your dolls on outings with you? So truthfully, I haven't taken a doll out in public with me prior to 2025. I've actually had my first experience with my sister, who is featured a little bit with Nicole. It's Nikki Hoffman, but she has Nikki Fleming, so her name's Nicole. And I decided to pack a Maple Lee doll. I just honestly grabbed the nearest doll to me, and this is Brianne the Maple Lee and Nicole in front of flowers. And I had a cardiology appointment due to like almost 20 years of, for some odd reason, every time I get a vaccine, I either pass out or have a seizure. And so it's just trying to find clarity with that. I finally had insurance that actually paid. I didn't have to pay anything in copay, and I feel extremely blessed and privileged, as this is so rare in the United States, that offered to just further research. So I do have some more appointments in the summer, but so far all of my tests and exams are showing nothing is wrong. So it's a good thing there's nothing wrong with my heart so far, but it's also like, why is this happening? The second time I took a doll out was Miss Molly. It was my last, and probably will continue to be my last, as this is the literally last day of May for filming and editing the video. But this was the last week of April. This was during AG Fashion Week, which is one of the many videos that I had. I just put Molly into this carrying case. She didn't go out much, but I would love Big Twist yarn. And one of the fears with Joann's going out of business was, is this the end for Big Twist yarn? And I've learned to crochet almost 2 years ago. It was May of 2023 where I learned to crochet, and I just had maybe a panic buying moment, but also I really like this yarn, and I was just having a bad week with academics, and so I wanted to film A, taking my doll out in public, and B, just enjoying my last haul with Joann's, because I grew up with this store. My grandma, great grandma, and my mom are all quilters. And so this is literally my childhood, and I don't know why, it just felt so heartbreaking with Joann's going under. This is Phoenix, my Truly Me 118. I think as of now, filming on May 31st, 2025, she is no longer available on the American Girl website. I got her in the fall of 2024. I never unboxed her. There was an era in 2024, I think it was right after my birthday video, where I still ordered dolls. I just stopped filming. I don't know why. I don't think I was in the right mental space, just not just with AGTube, but I think it was just graduate school. I do want to do an all my dolls collection, but you will see that I have accumulated a lot of dolls. And when I'm in high stress times is when I consume the most. And so this is Phoenix. She is doing a challenge that is on American Girl Instagram or AGIG. And this account is called AGIG Wizarding Academy. And I know a lot of people have a lot of controversy with Harry Potter. Truthfully, for me, I don't stand with her hatred towards transgender people. I am just still in shock. And about like how someone can write a book about Harry Potter who talks about light and love no matter like your biological family, like the Weasleys, Hermione, all of Harry Potter came to love Harry for who he is, and it just like is heartbreaking for me. And for me, I'm not justifying this, but when I was in the depths of like not like I think it was almost a mental health crisis, I was like so burnt out that I just joined this community just to be happy. And I'm kind of like trying to live in this era to stop people pleasing. But this is Phoenix in my neighborhood with the dandelions, because one of the challenges was with dandelions, and she is repping the color orange and red for Effie Fire, if I am naming that correctly. And so I thought the photo shoot turned out lovely. I probably will end the video with a whole bunch, but those are my 3 doll outings, and I think they were all within 2 weeks of each other. Question 2. Do you take them out for any reason? Comfort, photos, travel buddy. So before I answer this question, I wanted to give a shout out to AG in Japan, Jane. She and I used to talk all the time prior to me getting into graduate school, and I have sincerely apologized to anyone who do DM me and then I just vanish off of the place of the earth. It's not you, it's just the workload of this program I'm in is kind of almost unrealistic. They want us to do a whole year student teaching unpaid while being a full-time student in the evenings, and that's not accounting for the academic homework as well. And so there are many months where I would be sleep deprived, and so I really enjoyed her Instagram just because it doesn't scream consumerism to me. It screams more of adventure, and she showcases a lot of her dolls in regions around Japan with American Girl. So this is Brianne in front of the front part of the university that I've graduated from, which is University of Washington, Tacoma. And this is a plaque commemorating the Japanese language school that was in Tacoma. And so I want to aspire to be kind of more of AG in Japan and travel more. My whole dream since my early 20s was to travel, but the pandemic started when I was only 24, and then the economic hardships within the United States, and I keep forgetting about local travel. I've always wanted to do international travel with my bachelor's degree in international relations, and so this is something I've traveled with dolls for comfort, a travel buddy, and I forgot the other one, but I think I've done all of them. I traveled with Molly to Joann's. I did the photo shoot, that's what I remember, with Phoenix, and then I just took Brianne, which is in this photo, to just for comfort. So I think all 3 worked really well, but I really strive to do more traveling, even if it's locally. Favorite place that you've taken a doll? I think taking my first outing at my cardiology was probably a good way to start, as well as Joann's closing. I didn't ever take Molly out of the bag, But it was something that I feel like mentally I needed to do it myself at the time. And so, A, look at these cute photos, but B, I think if you're just going through a mental time, just even a simple act is like taking a doll with you. You never know. It could just be something that sparks a new hobby, such as for me, I would have never picked up crocheting if I never got back into the dolls. And then I really am recently enjoying photography. Yeah, everything's through my iPhone 11, but it's something that I think with smartphones allow accessibility and equity and equality for those in various socioeconomics. Also, I had my first outing with my sister. If anything, my sister was the first one who started taking dolls out in public, and all she would do is just drive in her car with a doll and jam out to music. And I think that's like a really cool thing. For some odd reason, I think I had like maintenance issues with my car, and she had to pick me up. I don't remember the situation, and the doll was in the passenger seat, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect this. But I think just having a buddy too can help as well. Like, look at Nicole and look at Brienne and look at these photos. Like, I'm an amateur photographer, and look at these photography photo shoots that just came out. Question 4. Do you have any considerations before taking them out? Like, do you take off accessories or plan outfits based on how well they'll stay on, etc.? So again, this is Phoenix from my photo shoot within the local neighborhood with her wand looking for dandelions. There was an incident where she fell down and I couldn't find her wand and I had to look for it. Luckily, it was only like 5 minutes. But I think after taking Brienne's hair wasn't pulled back or done well. Not well, but like her hair was down. And that day was really tough because like it was very windy to take photos. And so Molly just stayed in her bag. I feel guilty about that. I need to take her out, but I was scared about losing her glasses. And then this is a photo. I just had to take one where Phoenix was falling. She fell like 20 times. And so at one point she fell and the wand went flying. And I was about to be like, if I can't find it, I will find a replacement or something. Because this is the My Life as Harry Potter set. Yes, the money went to J.K. Rowling. I can't change that past. But it was also a gift from my boyfriend. So he and I, like, bond over Harry Potter. And so it's more of, I'm kind of in this era of, I don't stand with transphobia. But also it's like, separate the artist from the work, but also I like to think that the love of Harry Potter lasted longer than J.K. Rowling's transphobia. Anyways, back to the photo. I think some considerations I would do is do a hairstyle, maybe some braids. I've been doing a lot of pigtail, fishtail braids on my dolls, and maybe be considerate about glasses as well. I, again, didn't take Molly out, but I do have Summer and other dolls with glasses that you'll probably see in the future. But just small accessories, like, maybe be mindful of. But also, I like to think, like, just have fun. Truthfully, if you lose it, that could be just another core memory to laugh about later down the line. But life is lived once, and I like to think perfectionism doesn't exist. Question 5. Has anyone commented on your dolls? So this is Brienne at my local library. It's all in the same day. We went to my cardiology appointment, my university to return library books. If I didn't return them that day, it would have been a $75 fine. And then we went back to my town to go to the local library because I guess I had a book to pick up. But it was a busy day. But I did not, in all of my time, had anyone comment on my dolls besides my neighbor. She just said that Phoenix was a really cute doll. And so I feel really privileged to where I reside. And the reason I say that is because Washington State, and I think the Pacific Northwest in general, is a very like chill atmosphere and people just kind of mind their own business. Yes, you have those select few who just like to cause problems and chaos, but I think like the judgment factor compared to other societies around maybe the United States and other parts of the world is almost like just do your own thing, be happy, who cares, type of motto, especially in my region. So I feel fortunate that I haven't had any negativity so far. Any tips for taking your dolls out? Favorite carrying method, hair tips? So this photo is Nicole, American Girl Nikki Hoffman, renamed Nicole from my sister's collection. I will name and click down, and this is the description, her video, and Brienne in front of the library. It was like a library-filled day. Their hairs were down, and it was a very windy day. So I would say the likelihood of not getting knots or not getting the hair caught, maybe put some braids, like simple braids. It doesn't have to be anything like Molly style braids could do or big braid. But these photos look really good with both of their hair down. But my suggestion is, especially on a very windy day, is maybe put their hair up, as well as for glasses. For me being really big into crochet, I was thinking about those granny type things, I shouldn't even stereotype it to granny things. That's how it was when I was a kid. So those glasses like holder, like the strap, so when you don't lose it. I think if American Girl or Maple Leaf made one of those, they would make a lot of money. I was thinking with me crocheting, I could make one. The carrying case from American Girl, I like it. And I appreciate that after I bought it, a few weeks later, they came out with patches for those. And I've been wanting to get those. So those are some traveling things that I would recommend. Or a tote bag. I carried Brienne in a tote bag, and that was good with her sitting down. So I wanted to thank Bailey from American Girl Films for creating this tag and allowing just a safe space and a platform to just share of people who might be hesitant to share dolls, as well as those trying it out for the first time. I truly have been realizing that the more people are taking out their dolls since this tag was created, and maybe there might be a part 2. Personally, for me, I was hesitant because I live in the Pacific Northwest and it can get really rainy and dreary outside. So now that it's super sunny out, that's when I find myself taking my dolls out more. And so I just completed watching the Taking My Dolls Out in Public tag by Cher's Doll Friends. I'm like watching it for a second time because I love the footage that she has of taking the dolls out with her camera and just being confident with it. She says in the video she's not, but I feel like it's like full on confidence and it's inspiring. So I'm just going to share some videos in a loop that I was watching prior to filming this. And I think for a goal for myself, I kind of might want to do like a yearly update, kind of like the AG New Year's tag of just the changes I have with traveling dolls the more I do it. Because this is like the beginning of the year for me with traveling with dolls. And then this one by AG Untold. I don't know YouTube's settings. Maybe it's because I'm in the middle of watching some of them. But sometimes it shows the red bar, sometimes it doesn't. I swear, I have watched all of your videos that I'm recommending. But this is such a good one as well to watch. So make sure to watch this one as well. AGTV for Life, that basket, like the wagon of all the dolls, in my opinion, is so iconic. I love that. Like, I want to do that one day. Like, everyone's just inspiring me on AGTube and AGIG, and I feel so blessed and thankful that even as an adult, we're in this sphere of a community where, yes, we have our differences and different upbringings and ideologies, but the love for these dolls are creating such a beautiful community. And then Christy from AG takes over. I think for this one, she is dressing her dolls and talking about taking her dolls in public, but she did take her dolls in one of many videos she has to the Titanic Museum, which I thought was super cool. And they got outfits to match. And so, like, going out in public And going to like museums is definitely something on my radar that I kind of want to do with my dolls more. Ella hasn't uploaded in quite a long time, but I love the vibe of this video and the aesthetic of like all pink. I'm usually not an all pink girl, but I love seeing like other people's aesthetics and experiences. And so like, yeah, this video is older and they're not very active anymore, but it's still inspiring to watch if you need ideas about taking your dolls out in public. Similar to Ella, Anne from Now and Forever AG hasn't uploaded, like she recently uploaded, but it hasn't been like consecutively in a few years, and I truly think it's just adulting. Anyways, her and her ex-boyfriend went on this cross-country road trip from California to Michigan with her dolls. And I have been craving this since she uploaded this video, but my finances have not been the greatest. And so I'm like broke, like really, really, really broke. But now that it's summertime, I know gas is at an all-time high. I don't know where I want to go. I just want a road trip with my doll and spend the night at least one place somewhere with my doll outside of my house. And I truly think it's going to be Josefina, because Josefina is my homegirl, but she needs a wig replacement like really, really badly. I tried to restore her wig and I think her wig is just long gone. And so I'm really craving a road trip, and I'm debating if in 2025 if I want to do that. So that might be the goal for the next 6 months. Thank you for watching this very long tag video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Check out AG in Japan from Instagram, as well as all the plethora of videos from amazing AG tubers that I have recommended. Also, maybe if Bailey ever watches this video, maybe she can make a playlist of taking your dolls out in public so we can just binge everyone's tag video. So have a wonderful day. I hope to see you in the next video.